For example, when I came to this country where I'm staying, well, the first thing people told me that if you come here, men, you have to do lager job. Lager job are like manual jobs, menial jobs, all those things, blah 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 blah. I say, me that no book, I will leave Nigeria and I come to this place and I come and be doing menial job. Me, I cannot do it all. So it was practically in their not in their imagination that it's possible for somebody to live here as a self-funded student without doing a menial job. But I said, this is a no for me. I cannot do a menial job. Me, I had the strength, but I don't want to do it because I want to use my mental strength more than I want to use my physical strength. And to tell you, I've been here 4 years and I haven't done that. It's from one professional job to the next professional job because that is where I focus my mindset in. So in life, you have to just in your career path, you have to just write it down. These are my never do. For example, now the trend of Yahoo is happening. The trend of cyber security is happening. People are learning hackers for bad intentions. There are some things you say, this is career path. This is one is no for me. I mean, it's not only bad ones. I mean, good ones. You can just close your eyes into it. You see, development, software development. I told myself that I see, no matter how good I am as a software tester, as a software and automation engineer, I am not learning HTML. I'm not doing it. So not because you don't want to know it. There's different between you're just having a framework of how this understand what the genesis of this thing is, but because you need to conserve your energy. You really need to conserve your energy so that you can put it where you can create your next best option. You need to build adaptability and agility, and for you to be able to build adaptability and agility, there must be a good foundation. That good foundation are your negotiable. These things that you need to hold on to be able to now navigate in every other thing. And believe it or not, it's not usually about so many times what you know. It's about who you know. That is why deepening relationship is very important. And last week we were just giving you a task on doing your link tree, and many people did not do it. This is part of deepening your relationship because it's only what you tell people that you are that people take you as. The way you sell yourself is the way people take you as. This is key important. So deepening your career resilience, one, there's so many like actionable advice to develop your career resilience when applying for a job, for example, when you have to learn from rejection. At the moment, I'm actually applying for a job, and this is my longest time of looking for a job. From September, I've been looking for a job for September. Usually, it's not like that because my strategy has always been if I'm looking for a job, I go to conferences. I don't do online application. But because I lost the chances of going to conferences because of my thesis, I am now bent into online application. And it's so difficult. I don't even know how to navigate myself on it. But all my jobs I have been getting before is from conference. So when I talk to the company face by face, someone is like reaching out to me, following up on what the discussion we had on the conference, and then I land my job. But this time is my first time of being in a job search where I have to be looking for things online, making thousands of applications. I know I've taught I teach people how to use careers CV, their past 8 years screen and everything, but personally I've not practiced it myself because I never used it to get a real life job, right? So and this is like my first test of it. That's why it's very good now. And now I'm even now learning from my rejection because my rejection is now like I'm seeing it in a different angle. There's a difference between you have been rejected when you see somebody physically and you people talk. So you can like, okay, maybe my skills are not aligned. But the online rejection is a different ball game because then you see your skills are aligned. Oh. You have all these skills, but then these people say no. Because they will not tell you they choose more better option than you. That means they are already downgrading you. So it's a different mental discussion itself. So you have to learn from that rejection. You have to continue learning. Like every day, what are your targets? What are the things you are doing, you're trying to achieve in terms of your mental and personal development? These things are important. Then be adaptable. Being adaptable, sometimes people say, yes, I'm flexible. But your flexible is on in terms of jobs, is on the matter of things you can transfer. That's your soft skills that you can actually transfer. Is that your transferable skill that is your flexibility, not your core skill? For example, a friend of mine who is a petroleum engineer in Nigeria worked in a oil company, went to do entrepreneur and sustainability masters in California. He's now working with World Bank. So when she got a job, when she got the job as bank, she was like, I need to apply for this job. I was like, this job, you don't have any background on this job. Are you sure they're going to give it to you? Then we now start down and we now start seeing some transferable skill that she can actually use to fit into that job. So she actually applied with that job and got it with a what they call a pseudo roles, not the real roles. For example, when she worked in petrol decision as a petroleum engineer. Instead of us putting as a petroleum engineer, that's what she did in petrol decision. We intertwined it to be a sustainability detector, for example. So that transferable skill was one thing she learned from the job she did. She learned that health and safety were good. She learned sustainability from it. So all those things she now learned, now build it in as a skill, and that was what she transferred for the CV that she now gave her a job. So that is why when they say be adaptable because you have to open your mind while you are working to learn from different fields, learn from interdisciplinary field, so that you can have some things to be transferred to your next skill. And that is why when at this stage we need to be proactive in volunteer, in church. It could be anywhere. I used to go to hackathon. I am a scientist, and anytime I sit down in a hackathon, people are like, "Are you a computer science student?" I said, "No, I've gone to almost 7 hackathons, and these have been sitting down with people who are studying computer science to the master PhD level, and I'm a scientist in their midst. I will tell them my dark is data science. Okay, if I'm in your team, I'll be doing data graphic visualization part for you. But then in that place, I'm sitting down working with them for 48 hours, sometimes 7 days. I have learned Kubernetes. I have learned Linux. I've learned Docker. I've seen people transfer things in GitHub. I've done it my own self. So I can now sit down and tell people that I have done a project, that I delivered this project. Data science was my core contribution, but then I have worked with people who deliver this and this and this, and this are our products, and you can go and see it in the GitHub. So at that time, that is somebody being adaptable. There's a job that somebody have told me to apply for. He said it's AI and automation engineer. I was like, sir, I'm not skilled in AI and automation engineer. And the man was like, but then you did a product on this, I said, oh, you are skilled already. Because most of the things you are even thinking that you are not skilled. Many people are already in this your level that you already have this kind of exposure. People are already using it to make money. The next thing is that you have to develop a strategy job patch plan. Like I just mentioned, that my own strategy is always going to conference, meeting people myself, explaining my, relating is always my first job strategy. But you need to have your own. If you're not how supposed to go to this thing, then if I'm applying for job, what kind of job am I applying for? Not everything I see I apply. So you have to do that. Another thing is actionable advice to develop your career resilience when starting your career. One, set realistic goals. Hey, I know there are some goals that you said that are crazy, but there are some goals that you said that you know that they are crazily realistic. That is the word. Because it's not good to do Dululu. Me, I like Dululu so much, but there's some Dululu that you do like this. You want to now like this, you are not very experienced, and you want to now become a specialist. Brother, you know that is too big for you. Just use your eye and start from where you are. Two, continuous learning is also coming up again here, because this only thing that you have in here that you can able to give out. Building a strong professional network and support system, it is coming back again. Deepening your relationship is coming back again. Cultivating a growth mindset, that's what I call scarcity mindset and abundance mindset. I always talk about this every time. I feel like everybody in this world have to be putting it in their CV. I put it in my CV every time. Because scarcity mindset are those people who believe that if they have information, they can hold it, and that is the only way that information will be their own. And then abundance mindset are people who believe that the skies are too high and too big, that everybody can fly and get whatever they want. And that is where I belong. And that is where I am calling you to belong, because that is where growth is. People up there, they're not fighting, they're not competing, they're not hiding things from each other. What they are doing, what they are collaborating, that is what they are doing. And that is where growth comes in from. Sitting down here, you can wake up in the morning, remember an idea, remember somebody who you know that you can collaborate with that idea with. Approach the person. You mustn't answer the founder. You can be the product lead. You mustn't answer the co-founder. You can be the initiator. And that is your own strength. I have 4 types of friends. One of my friends, she is the ideology minister. Every time she calls you, she has an idea. And I have another friend. She's the planner minister. Every time she calls you, that idea that girl has, she will plan it for you. But then come me. I am talented, I can have idea, I can plan, but one of my biggest strengths is to execute. I will make that thing happen. Either you want it. In fact, I will make it happen to the extent that you yourself, you forget that you're doing something. I will not be the one doing it for you. I'm like, not be me bring this idea. I say, yes, you refuse to do it, and I'm doing it for you. That is where my strength is. I want to see it boom. I want to see it grow. I want to see it shine. I want to see not abstract, but touches. I don't know how to explain it. That is how I like it. And that is why any action I'm doing, anything I'm involving are things that are tangible, things that you could see, product that you could test. So that is it. So moving forward, I want you to plan this. This place now is one of your assignments. So in the next week, before we come back to the next week, which is happening to be our last week, right? There are some slides. Please mark this slide as number 1 assignment. This slide, all this slide I mark, I want you to now create your own slide and put all our assignments into it, everything into it. And that is when you are going to present to us. So this one is number 1. For a 4-month learning plan, you're going to plan a 4-month plan. This is one of your assignments. Okay. Then here, essential element for successful business. For our business to be successful, this business because this is our business that we want to make money from. We want to get things from it. But this is our business now to be successful. There are things that we must have in that business. And one of those things we must have is a clear business objective. Remember, we are doing our mission, our vision, our goals, and blah, blah, blah. But then we have not done our objective. So objective is part of what we are going to do. And I want us to have, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 things here. And we are how many in this group? We are how many in this meeting now? Let me see. Because we don't have a lot of time, and I really don't want you to get bored with whatever we are doing. So I want you to pick on your group now. Which one do you want to write for us? Are you giving us business objective, financial projection, implementation strategy, or market analysis? On all these things, 3 is only what we want is 3, not more than 3. 3 is what we want. If there is an extension, you see this place I did this thing is, if there is an extension, you put it here as an extension of your idea of what you're going to put here. Somebody who so in the chat, please mark the one you are going to do. Are you going to be in the yellow? This is number 2 assignment. Are you going to be in the yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are how many here? Or should I just be giving it out like that, like calling people to? What do you think? I'm not seeing. We are 6. I think some people are having network issue. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, all right.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
We are 6 here, and we have 1, 2 financial projection. I need 2 people to do this financial projection. So let's say Benga, we do it with Oluwatufumi. 2 of you will do this this one. A market analysis, Mary, you will do market analysis for us. Implementation strategy. Favor, we do implementation strategy for us. The other 2 people will now do the clear objective. Thank you. Yeah, moving forward. Okay, this is the next thing. This is your number 3 assignment. In this place, this is SWOT, right? I don't know if everybody knows what SWOT is. SWOT analysis: strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So for our business, not for your own stuff, not your personal SWOT. For this our business now that we are going to, by the end of this, I'm going to give you the holistic holistic idea of our business. So for this our business now, I want you to look at the risk, the strength, and the opportunity. But I would have preferred us working on this data together, like on this particular side together, because I would want different people to put input on it. okay, so let's say, what is the best approach to use? What's the best? Because I want us to deliver just one product for this word, because it's going to be our key pitch in our own pitch. So, okay, what will happen is everybody should do this. Then when we come next week, or if possible, that I can receive this thing before next week, because I'm the one that we're going to be organizing our own general group pitch, while every individuals are organizing their own individual pitch, which is all the assignments in a slide, right? So please, if it's possible, I can receive this particular assignment earlier before our next meeting, so that I can be able to pick up our strengths, our weakness, and opportunity and strength, and put it one, right? It will be really good, so that I'll have it in my slide that I'm going to present to the public. So the next thing is, in terms of career resilience, again, is managing your public face. Very important. Okay. Yeah. Taking action. The tools of career management. Look at the tools of career management. Number 1 is self-knowledge. 2 is network. 3 is marketing. 4 is sport. Why is making? Okay, the last one is support. Then managing your public face is to try to elevate your speech. So next week, part of your pitch, apart from your slide of assignment you are going to submit, you are going to give us an elevation speech. And I'm going to train you on how to do it. I'm going to give you strategy on how to give the elevation speech at the end of this. And the elevation speech you are going to give us is not on your assignment, it's going to be on our product. So at the end of today, we will know who is our financial lead, who is our product lead, who is our initiator, who is our founder, so that when we are doing our slide, which is the one I'm preparing for our next week, when it reaches your turn, you'll be the one to talk about it on our product. I think I'm making sense. So, which means, Genga, somebody is going to create a slide for us to invite people to come and join us next week. Next week is our end of the meeting, and we need as much people as possible to join us to come and listen to the launch of our product. So please put that in mind, as we need a slide. If it's possible that all our pictures can be there as a team picture, can be there. And remember our name, company name, Energy Talent Pro, as a launch of launching of the company, and we're inviting people to come and listen to our product. So the next one is building relationship, which is networking. That's have to create a nurture relationship, find resources, attributes of career resilience. This is very important. Some of them I just mentioned, but this is what I want to mention here. Commitment to success of organization. Apart from you knowing what to do and having to, their commitment is something that is essential to be able to drive that into a success. And that commitment starts from the commitment to this kind of project we are doing, this kind of program we are doing. And how are you participating in your own team? In this team, pairing you each other, how are you participating in it? Are you just leaving it for one person to do? Are you bringing your own idea on board? That is very, very important. So moving further, okay, this one I've removed to decide to go. So here we have burnout. Anytime they talk about career resilience, they always talk about burnout. And sometimes I kind of ask myself, why are they always together? People feel like they work harder. And when you work hard, you need to have this doggedness to remain working hard. But the sanctuary we are now is not the sanctuary of working hard. It's the sanctuary of working smart, which means anything you will make to make your life easier, start doing it. Any product you will use to make your life easier, do it. To make you think faster, do it, because that is what the generation is turning into. I'm planning a kind of a summit with other people here. We called ourselves Nigerian scholars in Germany, and one person was talking about AI and prompting. And why I'm thinking about it, people are taking prompting now as a job. As a job, they will employ them in the company. What are they doing? To be forging things that they will be telling AI to be, so that they can be getting their answer faster. crazy. So anything that you do to make your life better, you have to do it, because burnout only comes when you are stressed out, when you're overwhelmed, when you're anxious. That is when burnout comes in. So for you to be able to navigate burnout, you need to be flexible, which means sometimes go and drink coffee. Sometimes just watch football. Sometimes watch Korean movie like me. Sometimes do something else that is just not so occupied with the particular project you are working on. Set boundaries, because if everybody can come into your life and live, if anybody can come and put mouth and live, that's why me, I'm one thing I learned in life earlier when I was the member of Mary, you're a Catholic member, church member, you know the association. One thing they teach us when we are young is you have to really set boundaries, and that thing helps me a lot in the sense that they used to call it elimination method. There are some things you will never do. They will not ask us to name those things we never do. Smoking, eliminated. Having boyfriend and girlfriend, eliminated. Wearing trousers, that time, eliminated. We will not be singing it. That is how they sing that song. But that actually put that mindset of boundaries into me. He said that there are some kind of people that doesn't even come. Like, you cannot even think of approaching me because I've already sent that boundary from day one. So it's very important. Self-care is also very important. And self-care, one thing people don't know, is talking kindly to yourself. There's one thing me and my spouse used to talk every day, and it reminds me of self-care. Have compassion on your own self. Because the strive you want to strive, you start from you. The word you want to save, you start from you. The people you want to help, it start from you. Every time we say that Mero will get better, I used to really ask myself a question: am I actually having compassion on myself? Am I thinking about my own self, or is it only how to save the world, how to save the world? So that's it. Positive outlook means, one, you have to be a cheerful person. But then be real while being cheerful. Because it doesn't make sense when you are supposed to be crying and you're laughing. I like when people are cheerful, but I don't really like when people are faking it. I don't know if you get the point I'm saying. So that positivity you want to showcase, let it be the real one. Let it not be the one that you want to package and just to make sure that people are not. I have learned with the experience I had in life that vulnerability is also power. Is one of the biggest power you can ever have. I mean, if you now have a safe place to be that vulnerable, you are made in life. Then you have to also understand this red one, mindfulness realization technique. There is this guy he has almost 13 million followers in Instagram. The only thing that guy does is let it settle, release your jaw, breathe in, breathe out. And this guy has almost 30 million followers. His name is David, I don't know, what's his name? David somebody. He even wrote a book. I think that was the time I even wanted to order his book. I practically go to this guy's page just to go and do let it settle. Breathe in, breathe out. Release your jaw, release your mouth. As simple as that practice, it calms my nerves. As simple as that practice, it gives me this little bit stillness. I have Sadhguru app. I follow Sadhguru because sometimes I also do meditation and all those things. So why am I mentioning it? I'm not anyhow you do your own to make your own, but it's very good that in a 24 hours, let it have, even if it's 5 minutes of your stillness, of your mindfulness, because that is where you can be able to now notice things that is happening in your body. The process that is happening in your body is so much that you need to be still to now understand a little bit, feel some actions, feel some thoughts, or reflect on some things. So that's it. Okay, this one I refuse to show. I think that is this one. So burning out and resilience. This slide is practically the same thing with the other one that we just mentioned now. Yeah, so career resilience plan. This plan now, I want you to build your own career resilience plan. Are you with me? This is number one assignment. This is number 4 assignment. This career
number
resilience.
4.
Number 4, okay. Number 4 assignment. This is one. Everybody will build it. Me, I will build for our group. Did you get it? Next week, you are building this one for your own personal step. For me, I'm building it for our own group. Thank you. So you understand what this is, your personal resilience plan. But my own will be having our company resilience plan, right? And this is my personal mission. This is my alignment workplace. Well, this is social involvement, my physical well-being. This is my problem solving. How do I want to be solving my problem? This is very important. So sometimes people in this place, people say how they want to solve their problem. They call it CAT, cut, act, and cut, act, and test. Cut, act, and test. CAT. So in cutting, it means when you have an issue, you need to start chopping it into small pieces. That's you are cutting it down, right? The next step again you need to take when solving your issue again is to start acting on it and those small pieces. Then testing it is combining all those things that you have acted to now make one line. That is, fix it. I don't know, just like a carpenter, the way a carpenter craft things, have to chop the plank into pieces, then they start, using his nail to hit it, and then you now see a whole chair. This is one strategy that people use in this problem solving. Emotional management. How do you want to manage your emotion? When I'm angry, what do I do? There is something that anytime I'm overwhelmed, there's something that I have to, especially when I'm in the uncertainty level. I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know if I'm making progress or not. God is good and kind to me. I am this person that anytime I remind myself that in this journey I am now, that God have assigned this journey. So it makes it easier for me. So even if that journey is hard, so far there is a mindset that God is with me in this journey. I don't even care whether it's hard again. I would like to say, it's not even hard because God is there. That is just me. So when I'm feeling anxious, overwhelmed, I'll start saying it out. I don't even say it in my head. God is good and kind to me. God is good and kind to me. God is for me, is not against me. So I'll be saying it. I'm saying, at the point I see myself getting more relaxed, getting more less anxious, getting more, I don't even know, the clarity will just come in. Maybe somebody will just call me on phone that will just give me another thing that I don't start thinking about, another project to talk about or anything. So you need to have your emotional management strategy. If you're somebody who is a temper person like me, once the thing now chacle your head like this, go and drink water or just find something. But that strategy is something you need to write down. And not just something I know what to do. Write it down, what to do. Write it down. Yeah, that is what we are saying. Thank you. So moving on, things that could help you in burnout or resilience, self-compassion, resilience, all this you can see how they are connected. When there is mindfulness comes into your when you have low mindfulness and less self-compassion, that is when you will be seeing your burnout. But when these things are present and you have emotional intelligence, this is where your resilience will start working. So, but when it's down, once these things are going down, these ones in the crossings are going down, you are heading into your burn. Once this one in the crossings are going down, you're heading into here. But once they are increasing, they are heading into here. That's what this place is showing us. So one thing I want before we move further is I want to know how you're feeling now. So just write it in the group another emoji in the group. How do you feel at this moment? The person that was tired before, are you still tired? The person that is about to cry, smiling and crying, what's your feeling like now? So let me see whether our energy is increasing or is reducing, because we have a long meeting today. What's the what is it like? Why am I not seeing our chat? Okay. Okay. Relieved. Somebody's happy. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, then let's move on. Thank you, guys. If you want to drink water, you can also say thirsty. Okay. The question here is, who do these products compete with? And why do people hire this? So you people know this chocolate now. So this chocolate now is competing with this one. And these two people are hired by this. I don't know if you get it. We are moving into our product development now. So this sticker now, this sneakers now, is the same thing. Oh, it's chocolate that is inside though. There's also another chocolate box. You see that this one and these people, they are like competitors. They are all chocolate, but they are in different ways. And people who are the main hire of these things now is Netflix. Me how most of the time when people want to chill and Netflix, they want to lick. Do you get it? So people who are interested in Netflix, who want to sit down and watch movie in their house, will probably have high chance of picking these two products. So the one they will now pick depends on their needs, depends on their choice, depends on the how many people, the place they are going to do it. So assuming now people that is going to watch Netflix and chill, there are much people. Most of the chocolate box are more expensive. They may be chartering the sneakers to make it expandable so that everybody will have one at least. You get. So we are moving now into our product development. Good. The next question is, what did this country do different? So this is organ donation. This is organ donation. This is organ donation statistics. And you could see Denmark, you could see Netherlands, you could see UK, you could see Germany, Austria, this. Did I ask you, what did these countries do differently? Do you know why people are donating more organs in France, for example, than they are donating in Germany, and why people are donating less organ in Denmark than they are donating in Sweden? Can anybody tell me why? Anybody who wants to speak?
Hello, ma.
Yes.
I feel maybe it's because they pay more money over there in France and maybe than compared to UK.
I don't really think so. So what I want you to understand is that this ones that is going up, organs donation now, is the high rate of organ donation, and this one is the low rate of it. You get it? Which means the smallest rate is 4, following with 12, right? So, and what thing you're going to know is the health system. One of the things that is determining this factor is the health system. So, if there is a good health system, that means people are living more better life. That's just the indication. People are living more better life. They're going to be having less health challenges. Another thing that will also cause these places now is in the terms of I would say money, lack of money. If Nigeria should be here now and they are putting, Nigeria will be like 200 degrees now, because if they have opportunity, everybody should sell organ. Everybody will sell their organ. Nobody will have to put it in Nigeria because it's a big money. People will be selling it every day, right? So that's just this is just like a brain teaser for you to be able to understand what products look like. Which means that if I want to do a business of organ here, I will not come to this green part at all. I will have to be going to this green part. That is where my marketplace is. That's just the idea of this. So there's a concept I want to introduce to you. It's called need finding. So need finding, I want you to know what need finding is. So what can it enable you to know for communities, or what are the costs of not doing it? Why do most of us not do it well? What are the ways of doing this well? What is the success, and how is it done like? So what is need finding?
Hello, ma. Can I speak?
Yes, tell me.
Okay, from the name, need find is more like looking for a specific need in a particular area, something like that.
Yes, the outcome is even here. A research plan, an approach, a depth, a rigor, or a good research. This is niche finding. Oh God, my God. So it's just you just sitting down and finding, like giving a design or a research approach used to uncover a real need, problem, or design. That is, remember last time, I think last 2 weeks, we said we should have a market approach where we go and interview people about some certain questions. That is a strategy of doing a need finding. We're trying to find if people will even buy this our product. Is there even need for it, or is there no need for it? So one of the things that you're going to be looking at when you're finding it is the empathy. People will just buy a product because this product, they just feel pity, or they just have this compassion attached to that product. The bright spots, the extreme users, and the job to be done. For example, if you are buying an iPhone, maybe you are buying this iPhone because the battery is lasting. That's the job to be done. Maybe you are buying another iPhone because it's trending. Everybody is using it. Everybody's using it. Maybe you are buying an iPhone because it's flashy, makes you look big. Maybe you are buying an iPhone because cannot be only me that is using that is not going to be iPhone. Let's all just join the iPhone. That is you. That is the need finding. Okay. So moving further, this is also another place I would want us to do, but I want this thing to be like me doing it, not for everybody. So I'm going to work on this. I'm going to answer this question based on our product. So this particular slide places what I'm going to feel. So not everybody that is going to do it. So this one is going to be me that is going to do it for our product. Okay. So, but what basically I'm going to be answering here is the strategy of our resilience, which is first strategy we have is reflection, embodied practice, time and people, spirituality. This is like strategy that I want to use for our resilience. So I'm going to fill it up with information that we're going to need. For example, these persons here, Maria and Abby and Debbie, what they filled here was that in the self-reflection, they're going to think what good happened during the day and reflect on what happened. Embodied practice they are going to do is they're going to get out of their mind of some time, everything that makes them feel present. Time with people, what they are going to do is to help others, ask questions, ask for who needs help. Spirituality, what they are going to do is they are going to go out, connect with nature, and all those things. So these are the strategies, but this we need to also build it for our own product, because remember that our product is a career product. And what it means in the sense is that in our product, what we are going to be selling, for example, is what we are going to be selling is like material, is like a premium membership where people will be joining us. Our stream of revenue will be looking like program free, accelerator cycle. Maybe we'll be having a workshop, giving certification for some key career topics, giving cooperative sponsorship or partnership, people putting people placement like mentorship placement, because that is what our products may be looking like. So, and that's basically it. So one, this. Okay, there is also another document I'm going to send you, which is number 5 question. Is a Word document. I'm going to share it after this slide that I'm showing now. And that document is just a question and answer document. This one, you should answer it, but it's not compulsory. Answer is just going to stimulate your brain into doing things that you need to do, like put you into action, but it's not a must, but you need to answer it. So it does not have to be on your slide. Okay. So what can it be? What can it able for communication, and what are the costs of not doing it? So this particular thing is actually an example of what to do most of what does most of us not do well. So this picture, you could see that this particular seat now was made for people to sit down, and not for this thing to put this dog to put in head here. So sometimes we have a product, but then we are not using that product properly. You get it? So that's just what this slide is showing us. So some of the research method we can have is we have primary, secondary, quantitative, and qualitative research method. And so these are the key questions you ask yourself before you can start thinking about your research product. And one of it is there even problem to solve? So is there the right problem or to solve for this? Is there the right problem to solve? How big is the problem to solve? So who am I serving? So that is where we have our prisoners. We have already answered this. Who am I serving? Where can I find them? We can find them in Africa. How do they do? What do they love? All those things. These are things we are going to put as in our personnel when we are describing them. So part of our plan is to plan, to review, to uncover, and to collect. So in the plan, we are trying to define, like, this is when you are doing your research question. Remember, when you are doing your need finding, you need to plan, you need to collect, you need to review, and you need to uncover. So basically what you are doing is to defining your question methods, insights, like like collecting multiple resources, like minus assumptions. So reviewing it again and then uncovering what are the unmet needs that you haven't done. So this is it in that regard. So this is for user research. What we just answered now. Okay, yes. This idea box. What I want you to do for me, see how these things were connected. This is another brain teaser. It should be in your slide. So this head, eyes, nose, mouth, and these are the idea box that you can get from this. And basically, it is from this picture that you are getting this idea box. So this we have already have one. So I expect that another person will pick another one. Another person will pick another one. Another person will pick another one. So this is like a brainstorming kind of task for you to be able to think about your studies and everything, like what you're going to do. So there's what they call Jogad, which is making the most out of our constraint. You can see that these people, they have a lot of plastic there, right? You can see they have a lot of plastic and then they're not using it to do their floating. So this is just what this concept is. So you could see that this guy is using his leg to hold this baby so that he will not be running around when he's taking a picture. So you have to find the barrier you want to work on, then turn your barrier into a question. And these are the questions I'm going to ask when turning. Who else is seeing this my barrier? What else can I do for this barrier? Why else? Where else? When else? And how else? So what is our barrier? You know it already. Our barrier is the fact that many people are not being able to adapt to energy transition, and they are not also understanding what energy transition is all about. So what I expect in your slide is that you will be answering me this question. Who else is seeing this issue? Is which other area of career that is also having this issue? What else is happening? Why is it happening? Where is it happening? When is it happening? And how is it happening? So this particular slide now is part of what is going to be in your last product. So moving further, this is a quick recap. Again, let's talk about what is beginner's mindset, what is first principle. Anyone can be a teacher is first principle. The first principle says that anyone can be a teacher. So you know what Dujevu is. So they say they have Dujevu and they have Vujade. So Vujade is actually you thinking about your why. You're thinking about why not, what if this thing is happening like this? But why not this thing? Why not this in plastic? What might it also look like? You know, and then borrowing your alternatives. Okay, since this is happening, what if I use it also like this? Just like that man that is putting her between his legs for him to be able to take a picture. Then you start connecting the dots, which is the ideology stage where you connect your dots. I think you're getting the steps right. Yes. So what is creative problem solving? Basically is like a preparatory of mindset to help you see insights and opportunities. Creative problem solving is a mindset to help you see insights and opportunities. So let's start from round 1. Okay. So now this one is I want to look at two competitors that we are going to have, that whether it's direct or indirect, and then who else is solving the same problem, who is solving different problems. So what I want you to do is go to you're not doing it, you're not putting it in your slide. I'm the one that's going to put it in our slide. So, but I just want to tell you that this is what you're going to see in our product. So what you're basically going to see is in our product, our competitive analysis, we are going to have a place that is competitive analysis. In our competitive analysis, what we're going to be talking about basically is who is solving the same problem with us. You'll be seeing the logos of companies that are solving the same problem with us. What are they solving? What are they using? And what is the difference in their products, maybe in their price tag, in their user target, or in their key features? So these are things that I am myself is going to put on our slide. But why I'm mentioning this here is because next week, I will make sure I send the slides that I have created for everybody on the group. Then I will now tag you to the place you're going to read particular, because if you are pitching it, so that if you're the one that is talking about our competitive analysis, it cannot become ambiguous. You have to say it boldly, like it is you that actually created it. That is just what I meant to mention here. So, in the same competitive analysis, you're also going to be looking at strengths, weakness, and the gaps. So what basically why looking at their products, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, what is the gap? Because actually it's in that gap that we're going to now get our own inspiration. So then in this one, I'm going to be looking at the dead idea and the lessons. So what are their products particular? So these people have this idea. They have done it this way. What are they now selling? What are we buying from them? So why did they fail? So what can we do different? So this rounds 1, round 2, round 3, I am going to organize it as a competitive analysis 2 slide that will be in our last pitch deck, which is our product we are pitching next week. And this 2 slides that I just mentioned now, if you are the one that is in charge of the competitive analysis, you need to be able to answer these questions. That is why I'm mentioning here. You need to be able to answer this question, because somebody can just ask you and say, okay, what is the difference between this your product and the next product? Or maybe we are going to claim that we are going to build a database, for example. But it's okay, what's the difference between a database and an Allison, where other people can go and pick up a course and do free of charge? Then you can be able to answer it. Okay, that's why you have to put it in mind. So some of the tools in product development, yeah, okay, where we are. In product development process, the process is one for yourself, the research, which we have said so many times, the prototype, which is what I'm going to produce as a pitch deck. The testing of it is now, after we have done it, we expect that people we are going to invite to our project next week will tell us, okay, can I join you? Can I see your products? And how can I get it? This is where we are going to be testing it. When they use it, their user feedback, we will now be making testimony like, oh, okay, I've used it and this is what he said. Iterate it, and then after we have see their feedback and what they have said, if there is something we need to like change, that is iteration, and then we are trying to scale it to make it bigger audience to be able to have outreach. This is how product development works. So next thing we are going to do is some different scenarios. So first scenario is the Spark scenario. The Spark scenario is basically telling us that, oh, you have an idea. This idea we have is about our product, Energy Talent Pro, and how we need to like know how to build it right. For us to be able to get this Spark, we need to understand the market and the research. But then for us to be able to look at our prototype, we need to understand the target user. That is the main thing. This is the, oh my goodness. This is the main thing. This one is the main thing that we're going to do. That is a must do. You must understand the target user, which we have already defined, and we call it the adapter and the explorer. Remember, right? Then, our scenario now, this is our MVP now. Our MVP now is to have some traction. For us to be able to have traction, one, this is our slide, this is our flyer we say we are going to create. So when we are publishing it, telling people, saying other groups that's also doing this mentorship program with us, oh, we are having this pitching event next week, come and join us. It's a 2-hour pitching event. After we have done our slide, I'm expecting everybody to also do a short video and send it on their website. It's like a celebration. Come and listen to me pitch this idea. This idea could make us money. You never know where this idea could take us, but these are things you should do to be able to market our MVP. And what we are going to basically hold into hand is to improve our core features based on the feedback. Because when we want them to come and listen to us apart from us, is to make it can make sense within us here. But then when another person is seeing and saying, they are bringing their own experiences and why they are looking at what we are pitching to them, and then they could say, oh, what if it's this way? And that is why we need to bring them on board for them to be able to listen to us. This one is another place, this thing you're going to do for us, which is I call it resilience. You see, this one is root resilience. This is what I created myself, but you need to create this one now for your own self. Stop doing, do less, keep doing, do more, start doing, accountable body. So this particular one now, I'm doing it. I'm going to create this one again for our company, but then you will create this one for your own personal self. So, but this personal self you're going to create it is based on what you have learned here. What are you going to learn more? Stop doing. Are you going to stop doing what? Are you going to do this more based on your experiences on this program? That's where you're going to learn. Don't go and use all your life history to write this thing. No, based on this particular 2 months experience that you have with us. Okay. So in the summary, we have been able to understand like design questions, tools. I will show back the tools again. Insight, collecting the idea and the principle. We have also talked about sustainability part and the rest. These are the tools. I skipped it. That is some of the tools we are going to be using, which is UIS design, prototyping, mocking, those things. Content creating, product management tools like Notion, Airtable, and the rest. Canva, which is basically what we are using to do this presentation, and the rest. So yeah, and yes, you could see how inspiration is magnifying. You could see that it starts from this small sketch here. Oh no, you start from this small sketch here, and then you are seeing somebody more. Another different person is also sketching in this way. But these are ways we are getting our inspirations. So moving further, we can see ideas, how ideas looks in the first draft. It's way like as if it doesn't make sense. Then it starts moving, start having brains, start giving it vision, start giving it mission, start giving it objective, start giving it service, start giving it all these things, and then it start making sense. So, and for intervention strategy, you see, this is where you collect this idea. This is where you start arranging them. This is where you start, you start mixing and combining the one that looks alike. And this is where you start bringing your own recipe inside it. This is step 6. This is step 5. The step 5 is a SMART step, which is simple, measurable, appropriate, replicable, and timely. So this is improved idea based on human behavior. Then number 4 is driven principle. Driven principle is basically what did you learn from talking to people and nature and diving into technology? Like, what are the things you learn? I was inspired by this. Like for us now, we are inspired by the fact that in us, remember when we are doing our assignment that we found out that many people that didn't interview, found out that many of us are having the same thing, which is lack of mentorship, lack of adaptability strategy, lack of career plan. This is reason why we all decided that is our driven principle. So if they ask you now, what's our driven principle? Our driven principle is that we are inspired by community of young people who has the ability, who have the desire to be able to improve in their career, but lack mentorship. They also have the desire to adapt into the energy transition trends, but then they lack the process and strategy on how to do it. This is our driven principle. So I also expect you that you also write me a driven principle in what you are going to be submitting. So I'm being driven by this, I'm being driven by this, I'm being inspired by this. Okay. So this is how to collect insight. It could be like about solution, technology, material you discover, or team processes that you want to try out, or even market slogans. Yes, for saying that, market slogans, what do you think our market slogans could be? Can you make any guess? Anybody who think what do you think our market slogan could be? Just be thinking about it. So these are some tools also that we could use. Technology design tools. So I'm thinking that we should create a website with WordPress. So is anybody who here who can help us with that?
Hello, Ma, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, when you say market slogan, is it like what we say, like when we call our name, like Career Resilience Group, then we say something?
Yes. It could be a hashtag. It could be like a slogan that when we call energy. We have a company. Our company is not Career Resilience, so our company is Energy Talent Pro, right? If I'm correct. That is our company. So when we say Energy Talent Pro, what are the slogans? We need to build that. Then the next question I asked was who would be able to do the have anybody seen what they call Lovable AI? Have anybody used Lovable AI before? Anybody? I guess it's no. So who is going to do our launch? Who is going to launch our website for us? Because we are not going to telling people just for mass that they should come and buy our products, and we don't have a place to showcase it. So we need to launch something. And if we are using Lovable AI, we can be able to do it within 10 minutes or even less than that. Okay. There's nobody is volunteering to do it. Everybody is doing it, which means add it to your assignments. Lovable AI. Go to Lovable AI and see platform and create a website for this app or for this app project, and then send it to the group. Send your link to the group. This is the next thing that will be in your slide. Iceberg model. I'm going to create this one for our own group, general for everybody. Then you will create this one personally for your own self. So issues are up here. You see the problem and issues. Then the beliefs are down here. So yeah, this is like the circular economy process. But we are not working really on circular economy. But I also want us to have some product that is a bit sustainable product. This is where the world is heading into. So this is the end of this section, and I will stop sharing my screen and then I will continue the rest. So basically, if we are bringing our work next week now, what we are going to be basically seeing is our vision. We know what our vision is. Our mission, we know what our mission is. We know our problem statements. The idea is basically many professionals face skills mismatch, mid-career professional lack accessible reskilling pathway, young one people have lack mentorship and clear career paths, while company also struggle to retain adaptable and resilient talent. This is our problem statement. The proposed solution now need to equip professionals with knowledge and adaptability and digital tools to navigate evolving roles. Then we need to provide mentorship, training, innovation, and challenge. We also need to foster cross-generational collaboration from the adapter to the explorer and to the mentors. And then we need to build a pipeline of resilient professionals who can strive and shape a sustainable future. Our prisoners are the explorer and the adapter. So we said we're going to focus only on the explorer and adapter, and that is main of our targets. The explorer is the area career people like fresh graduates, interns, while the adapters and people who are having career shifts. Our MVP will be having like a pilot program for 8 weeks. So we're going to be having like a pilot program of 8 weeks that runs one cycle within 20 to 30 professionals, mixing both the explorer and adapter. The core models we'll be talking about during this pilot program is career resilience workshop, digital tools and agility, like LinkedIn, AI, Canva, and digital portfolio, mentorship section, and innovation challenge. Our digital platform we are going to be using for this our work is Notion, and our online community is, of course, the measurements we are going to be using for our work is taking doing survey, and also checking how many people get a job and how many people are making progress on their career plan, that's on their resilience plans. Our mission remains to empower energy professionals with knowledge, skills, and experts to thrive in a rapid evolving sector. Our vision remains to provide resilient and talented professionals who adapt, innovate, and lead the sustainable transformation of global energy industry. What are our values? Our values are resilience, adaptability, collaboration, innovation, and sustainability. What is our service? We provide cycle mentorship, skill lab, innovation challenge, career tools, and alumni community. So if we are scaling this service, what it means is that by 22 years, we should be able to have a LinkedIn optimization product, which is a book that we can put in seller for LinkedIn optimization for energy industry only. We should be able to have an alumni community. We should be able to have an innovation challenge by showcasing at least 2 hackathons that we have built on energy sector. We are also able to have skill lab, which is where we talk about green technology and leadership. So this is our scaling. Our success matrix will be looking at us having some percentage of participants who have gotten some real followers in LinkedIn. Some participants report about their resilience and adaptability, job placement, and industry partnership. Our brand and the identity is Energy Pro Talent. Our tag is resilience, growth, and success. Our logo is going to be using energy, sustainability, and growth, and basically showing the future goal. So the product of this are me just giving you just a rundown of things that you will basically be seeing in our main product. So I'm going to give a pitch deck, which is not going to be more than 20 slides, that will be having all these revenue strategies, business Canva will be in it, everything will be inside. But what I will do after I've done it is that I will now tag people to it. So you'll be the one to talk about our revenue stream, you'll be the one to talk about our attractions, you'll be the one to talk about our Pioneer. So why I made this whole meeting today is that you will be able to know what to explain when you are explaining it. So, and the last but not the least is this little challenge book that I have developed. Is like six pages. Like I said, this challenge book is some questions that you need to answer to have more sustainable mind, and also understand how to build and nurture your idea into a bigger innovation. And this one, I'm going to add it to resources that I've given out for this course. Next week is going to be our end of this course, and I sincerely appreciate everybody that made that time to be with us in this course. I hope you're able to learn one or two, and I hope you have so much questions to ask. Thank you. Is anybody here?
Yes, ma, we're with you.
Okay. So that is it. I'm waiting for questions.
Hello, ma, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, ma. It's as if you do the like a project, then you send the Word file to the group. Because you said you sent something to us on the group, then we have to go through it and know where we are what we are supposed to read up on. They will say partition it part by part and know where we
Yes, the pitch we are going to have next week, I'm going to do it because I'm doing for all our idea, the idea we have decided, right? And I'm going to now partition who is going to say who and who is going to say who, and send it to the group at least by Wednesday. Should be able to send it. But then you need to also submit your slide. And your slide, we have all these our assignments, all of them will be showing in your slide for number one assignment, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. I think it should be up to 15 slides with all this I have explained. All the assignments should be more than 15 slides. That is actually your product that you're going to submit, that I'm going to grade to be able to be sure that you are qualified to get our result or our certificate for this course. But before then, we'll be needing the coordinator, which is Wenga, to please create a flyer for us and a link to invite more people for us to come, for them to come and listen to our teaching for next week. And we'll be needing that. And we'll also be needing that you all should do like a short video inviting people to come for this program, saying what the place you're going to talk about. So if your video will be like, oh, please come. It's like an elevation speech, like small elevation speech saying, come for this program, you're going to learn this about product and everything. We are launching a company, blah, 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 blah. So something like that. So I don't know, anybody who's doing the graphics can tell us what we need to send in the group, maybe our portfolio or something. But that is it for next week.
Hello, ma.
Yes, I can hear you.
Please, I have a question, ma.
Hear me.
Okay. About the assignment, are we going to put everything everything in one slide?
Yes,
Or
everything in slide. Just make your presentation like if it's 20, you think all the assignments is 20. Today I think I gave 5.
Yes,
Last week I gave 4. Last other week that I know that at least it should be up 15 or 20. So I'm expecting at least is 15 slides from you, from each person that has everything I have said. So you're going to submit it, lock it. Your link tree should be in your slide. So create your link tree. Just get a picture of what you created and the link on it, and add it to the slide. Put it in there as part of it. If you are part of those people that use red, green, blue, and this thing, the last one I gave when we had plan, focus, dream, put your own dream and then put what you wrote about it, just like that, because that is what I'm going to grade.
Okay, ma. So are we submitting to your email?
Yes, you can submit it to my email. That makes sense. Yes.
Okay, ma.
Yeah.
So we have to do this one before next week, ma. Next week class, ma.
Yes, you should submit it because by next week is our last class. So that next week we are inviting our family and friends to come and join us in the meeting. While
Okay,
before Wednesday, I will be sending the full pitch into your WhatsApp, and then I'll be telling you which one you're going to be working on. They're going to be staying on that day. So it's just one slide. I'll be the one controlling it. But yeah, you people are the one that is going to be presenting the idea, the audience who is going to be listening to us. But
okay,
then we also need a website. Remember, so there's 2 things I need from you people. One is the SWOT. What you have, that's why you need to submit your system beforehand so that I can be able to see your SWOT and then pick the one I will put in our group, in our slide, general slide. The same thing with the Lovable AI that I mentioned about website. I also need you to create a website with that Lovable AI that I will now choose the one that we are going to now put on the main, our general one. So that's it.
Okay, ma. Thank you very much, ma.
Yes. Does anybody have any other question? All right, guys. In the absence of no question, I wish you all the best. And if you need any other help, you can always slide my DM and let me know. Okay. Good night.